Yeah, you're good. You've been up here before, haven't you? Oh, beautiful. I might have to stay for that.
Guys ready?
Go ahead, you guys.
Questions for Coach?
All right, Coach. So, what does your team have to do going in to get the win in Austin?
The same things that we've done playing the previous teams that are that good. Just work hard, and play together. Limit our mistakes. Making sure we're taking good shots, not turning the ball over, and playing together as a team. I thought Saturday we might have run out of gas a little bit, having that emotional game on Monday, tough game on Tuesday or on Friday. But we got to get better, and we'll learn from that. And that's the difference between this group and some of maybe the others. These guys had a great workout today, and they bounced back very, very easy. And they're, like I said, they're fun to coach and they're fun to work with. So it was a good workout today.
Yeah, and then from the Maggie Dixon to here to Thanksgiving, what did you see a change? In the overall, aura of your team. Coming in and playing. You guys had a good showing.
We did, and I really think we're improving. I really truly do. I think every game we've improved. We've, the schedule is set up to help us in conference, and then maybe knock off one of those teams, and we almost did. We got another chance to do it on Tuesday or Wednesday. I forget what day today is, but we have another chance to do that, and and then we hit the road one more time, and we stay home for 3 more games. So I really like how our team's progressing. I really like what they're doing. I really am proud of these guys, and it's a good group, and it's going to pay off in the end.
How's the health of everybody at this point?
Getting better. Alexa and Bryce probably could have gone a little bit more today, but God, it's just, you had one kid spend the night in the hospital. You had the other kid spend most of the night in the hospital. So, I don't want to push them too much. They've got to get healthy. I don't want them to have mono or a nagging, illness. But they're better, and they looked better today. The rest of the team's doing well. The health is really good with the rest of the team. But, those 2 you worry about because they're significant players for us. They should. Now, how much, I don't know, and it'll depend. But like I said, I don't want to push it to the point where they get worse, and I won't do that. So if it sacrifices them not playing or not playing very much on Wednesday, then we won't do that.
Your pre-conference schedule, you chose to go with 4 ranked teams. Do you rethink that at all, or is that something you do again next year?
Well, we'll pick teams and we'll pick tournaments, what we see fit. I think, no one knew Texas was going to be that high, and they're good. DePaul, Texas A&M, they're all teams that we've played in the past. We've played Stanford in the past. We've played DePaul, Texas A&M. So, Coach Flanagan did that in the past, and we learned from it, and we got better from it, and actually beat a very good Texas Tech team one year. I think with our league, the way it is now, in having only one bid, we do need to try to schedule some games to win at least maybe one, or try to win one, and have the committee say, okay, if they don't win the tournament, they get a large bid, or if we win the regular season and not the tournament, whatever it might be. The past 2 years, we've had the regular season champion not go to the NCAA tournament, and I think a lot of it was because of their schedule and maybe lack thereof in RPI. And, I've said this before. Paul's been the leader in our conference among the other athletic directors to say women's basketball has to get better. It was there at one point. So if I have to lead the flag to schedule some of these teams so maybe other people will follow suit, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do that because Paul fights for us. If other teams don't do it and they think I'm crazy, well, so be it. That's fine.
Does it affect the psyche at all?
Not these guys. That's the cool thing about these guys is they bring it on. And I know, you could look at the record and say, it is what it is, but we're going to be just fine. We've got an opportunity to get some wins and do some things in the non-conference before conference even starts. But a year ago, yes. This year's team, no. This year's team, it's a good group.
Were you surprised? UC Riverside was a good team.
They are a good team, and they've been a good team. John does a great job. So, anytime John has a team, I'm never surprised as how well they are, what they do.
That was it Crane?
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I'll tell you what, she's good as anybody.
Yeah, she's
That ball.
fourth leading scorer in the country.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the kid can flat out play. No, well, yeah.
Leading scorer?
No, she can flat out play.
I mean, I was surprised when I saw those first two, 35 and 31.
Yeah, no.
That's good for the Lobos, though.
Yeah, we've played teams that either are going to go to the NCAA tournament from BCS schools, or like Pan American is probably going to win their league. Riverside's probably going to win their league. So that's your RPI points there. We haven't been hurt with any losses that we have. Now we just got to start getting some wins.
What specifically about Texas is so good?
They're inside and out. They've got post players that just seal you down low and they score one-on-one at will. So we've got to make sure that we don't give them the inside. They've got guards that push the ball. They're smart, and they play their role well. Shooters will shoot from the three. Non-shooters will shoot the pull-up, and they won't try to shoot from the three. And they're just very well coached.
Did they add a couple girls this year that made them in the top 10? Because they weren't even in the top 25 at the end of last year.
Well, they were young last year.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they've done both.
Okay.
I mean, they've done both, and they had a lot of injuries last year. Their 6'5" kid's still out. Their starter from last year, and I don't know if she'll play this year or not. But you're Texas. You can pick from just about whatever you want to pick to recruit. You are, and Karen's done, and you don't have to anymore. You don't have to leave the state of Texas anymore because it is absolutely loaded.
Anything else, Coach?
Good. All right, you guys. Hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you're challenging it, aren't you?
No, not at all. It's a very good experience to play against a top-ranked team because our conference, it helped us prepare for our conference in a way. So, and it's also exciting to play against top teams because you would one day want to go play for those teams when you're younger, but now playing against them and seeing that you can actually compete against them is pretty exciting.
What type of skill set are you seeing when you're out on the floor?
Against the teams or us?
Yeah, against those teams.
They're very fundamental, very smart. They make good passes. They set up their offense and cut good. So we just have to play better defense in order to stop them.
Is that something you guys are working on with Coach?
Yeah, right now we're changing our defense a little bit from deny defense to ball defense in order to slow down the opponent, for them to not get a quicker shot, more to slow them down in transition.
And looking forward to the trip to Austin?
Yeah, I'm very excited. I've never been to Texas, so I want to see what Texas is about. I'm excited to play against another top-ranked team because if we play just as much energy and effort as we did against Stanford, I think we can have a run for them.
You pretty excited about being a starter too as a freshman?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I came in with the mindset of I wanted to start since I've came from a starting position, so I just worked hard. As a freshman, it's kind of intimidating, and it's a lot of pressure is put onto you. I'm still learning from all my mistakes and learning from Tish and Bryce and trying to step up in the position I'm given.
What about the difference between college and high school? What was your worst thing in high school that maybe you improved? Because college ball is so different. Was it your offense or defense, or what did you need to work more on when you got here?
It'd probably be defense, because in high school my role was not a defensive player. I was able to average a lot of steals because I was set up to get them, but I was not a defensive player. And now I'm trying to play more of a defensive player as well as an offensive player, but I want to improve my defensive game more because defense will help us win the games.
Looking at Texas, how are they strong? How are they different maybe than some of these other top-ranked teams you guys have played?
Compared to Stanford, I would compare them to Stanford. Stanford's more of a tall, fundamental team. They didn't push it as much, and I think Texas is a more fast-paced team, so they're gonna push the ball more. So we're gonna have to stop them more in transition. They also have good guards that have a good pull-up shot. So we have to be able to defend well and make sure we talk on the screens and everything. And then we have to box out because they average more rebounds more than their defenders. So that would be a key thing too.
So does Texas play a lot of girls?
I think so. I didn't
know if you'd seen film and.
Our scouting reports, yes, we've seen them. Pretty much everybody, a couple, maybe 2 or 3 doesn't get a lot of playing time,
Okay.
but they do have a rotation of 8.
Oh, 8. Okay.
Yeah.
Just real quickly, Coach talked a little bit about the mindset you guys have had with, kind of a brutal schedule.
hmm
Is everybody still feeling pretty confident at this point, do you think?
I think we are. We're still pretty confident. I think we get excited when we play top-ranked teams because every time we play them, it's just like we have a chance to beat them. Then like we can stun everybody because they wouldn't expect it from us. So I think we're all pretty excited to play Texas because it's like giving us another opportunity to prove that we can compete at that top level. So
It's probably been a little tough too with the injuries and sickness, and some of these girls are starters, and now you got to work with someone else, and which you did this last game and
Yeah.
stuff. And I know that you could have used Chavis against Stanford, really. You could have, but it's probably a little tough to transition, the change for you after just 3 or 4 games. You're playing with different girls now too, so.
yeah, it's different. It's different, but as a team, we're collectively coming together, trying to rotate into those spots and in order to work with one another. Like Josie was able to step up last game to lift the load off of Alexa. We just need to have players just step up and fill those positions when we lack the other positions that are out.
Anything else? Not for me.